What's up, everybody? So happy to have you live here tonight with us on the Dudes After Dark podcast. One thing's for sure, we have no idea what's going to happen, except for I'm going to be drinking some garage beer. The all dayer. It's great. It's beautiful. It's delicious. Let's get this show started. Let's go.
What up, everybody? Different studio tonight. Just figured I'd just show everybody a whole tour of my house and all the cool places I got set up to do these dumbass podcasts we do every single week. Everybody, how the heck we doing? Friday, we made it. It's time to party. We got just a fun weekend ahead of us. Summertime is almost here. We're in the full fling of spring per se. We're talking hot dogs tonight. Lots and lots of hot dogs and lots of other things too. But one thing, speaking of lots, I probably drink a lot of garage beer, probably more than I should. On the weekends, of course. I'm not really that. I keep it pretty responsible. Wanted to sound cool. It's not really that cool, I guess. Any Hooters, boy, let's try that again. So, I'm gonna be drinking garage beer. A lot of hot dogs, a lot of good tasting suds in the form of this nectar of heaven in this 4% alcohol volume with only 95 calories of classic light beer. It's an all dayer, only 4 grams of carbs. Just saying, we can work with that, folks. I've probably already had a few of them. That's probably why this is going so smoothly. But love every one of you guys. Really excited to have Nick Wehry, our featured guest, on tonight. If anybody's tuning in tonight, we do have 2 shows on Thursday. That's right, 2 shows on Thursday. We know sometimes the week can be tough, so we wanted to give you guys a doubleheader of action on both sides of the dude world. We got Killer Eating with Big K. He is absolutely crushing it. The numbers have been absolutely awesome. We're getting 1,500 watchers every show on that. He is doing a good job. Damon has done an great job of producing and co-hosting that show with Big K. I get the FOMO. I'm not involved with it, but those guys are absolutely crushing it. It is now at 8 o'clock Eastern on Thursdays, because at 10 o'clock Eastern on Thursdays, myself and Three Overs Daily, Steven Cipollone have the late night parlay. Trying to win some money, talk about funny, weird sports stuff. So we finally got our sports show. That's on Thursdays. We got the Dudes After Dark here tonight. Free Johnsy. Johnsey's not with us tonight. Work snagged his ass yet again. I forgot to make a sign, but I'm probably going to do a giveaway tonight, and the hashtag's probably going to be Free Johnsy. So let's give away some MST sauce. Let's do it. MST Sauce Company. We're going to give away a 3-pack. Hashtag Free Johnsy. But I'm not alone tonight. Thank goodness, because I know way I'm rambling. You guys will be over this show real quick. Let's just go right into our co-host of the evening, our South Kakalakian, our soothsayer, miner of Carolina Gold, three-time People's Champion of Chili with beans in them. A man that loves the finer things in life, like a good pour of Eagle Rare and a good shot of garage beer. Get it down in South Carolina soon, because this man needs it. Damon Kai.
Hey, I got everybody covered right there.
Free Johnsy.
If
There
you
we
don't know
go.
what you know now, what's up,
Yep.
everybody?
There we go.
For
How we
sure.
doing? How
And
we
we
doing?
doing that. We doing that live tonight. You said correct.
Yep.
Yep.
Winner must be present.
Yep. No
Winner
need
must
to
be
start. No
present.
need to start. No need to
And you
start.
got to be here. We won't draw this till after our guest comes on show
Right.
tonight.
Hey, but
So,
we do have some good fine folks. We got let's say we got Robert Race. What's up, buddy?
what's up, Robert? Always there
Got
first.
Adventures. Hey, how
Yo,
you?
yo, yo.
Yep.
Hey, Eduardo.
Eduardo,
Happy Friday.
Terry White. Hey, Terry White.
Put it reverse,
Your
Terry.
idea got chosen for Big K. Appreciate you putting that in.
Because he got a hold of the hotline.
That
Sorry.
number right there.
Oh, look how quick you are, dude. That's impressive.
Hey, don't worry. I'm on it, bro.
Oh,
That's the hotline. Terry White hit that hotline up for a Big K, and he said he wanted to see tailgate food. Guess what Big K done last night? Tailgate food because of Terry White. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys want to see Big K cook something? He cooks all kinds of cool stuff. He even got a crazy idea. Send it that hotline.
And
Send it
finish
to
out, we got Kimmy. Hey Kimmy, and we got Cindy.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Real excited for Nick tonight because it is in full swing of Major League eating. And we were looking at numbers before the show, and good God, there's some lopsided ones out there.
Yeah.
We're going to go over to a deep dive with all this with them. But Damon, what do you think about the show here tonight, man? I'm pretty excited about this because
Yeah, I mean we've had Nick on before, but I mean he's had a lot of things happen and a lot of things going, since we've had him on. So
last time it was kind of after Major League Eating was
yep,
over for the years, the off season. So
right.
this year we're getting him where he is not 100% up to capacity,
But he's
but
getting there.
he's getting there. He's getting there. Yeah, we're a lot of events the last few weeks to go over. Him and his wife, Miki. So we're really excited about that.
Yep.
Yeah, just so we actually myself and the other co-host of the late night parlay Chip, we're going to be with Nick June 6th
Heck yeah.
at his qualifier to see if he qualifies for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest
Yeah,
at
he
Coney
shouldn't
Island
have
on
no
July
issue.
4th.
He shouldn't
I
have no
look I looked
issue.
at some of the numbers that qualified at the recent Grand Rapids one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be all right. The second one was 8.5. I feel like I could do 8.5 in 10 minutes.
Oh heck, you eat two
If
in
I
like a minute and 2 minutes and a half.
and that was sloppily. If I prepared for it,
Right, yeah. Which I mean,
my goal would be 10. I'd
you
try to get.
cheated. You
I'd try
cheated
to get
anyway. You cheated anyway.
probably.
You had small hot dogs.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I
You're
always say.
right. That's exactly that's in
I
life
hear
and
you. Always
business.
trying to get them little Vienna digs on me. I will not conform to your abuse, sir. Will not do it. What's up, T? Hashtag free Johnsy. Hashtag free Johnsy.
Just
Um,
like that.
yep. If you want to get into a winner must be present. So it'll probably be about 10 o'clock when we draw the winner of that. So if
Yep,
you
yep.
want to try to time it and come back, I would try to be here about 10 o'clock.
For real. Because it's some
Um,
good sauce. It's good sauce, man. It's good sauce.
it
It's,
is.
yeah.
It's so good.
Matter of fact, I just finished my spicy garlic tonight or whatever you call it.
The hot garlic
Yeah,
parm,
the hot garlic parm. That's it.
dude. I'm milking my last quarter
Yeah,
bottle.
I finished it off tonight.
I almost got up there this week to get to buy some more, but I just didn't have time to stop by the shop this week. But I need more.
Yeah.
Because what's nice about the hot garlic parm is it's kind of like well, there's another pepper sauce that we're familiar with. It's about that
Yep.
same consistency because you can brush it on as a binder.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a good binder, and it's also just a like if you do like bacon wrapped anything, you could just put a clove to that on top of that bacon, man. Like brush
All
it
right.
on there with the grill brush. Yeah, it's the hot garlic parm. It's hard to pick a favorite, but that one is
Yeah,
that one.
I'm like I call them like just naked chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. I mean, I didn't bread them or anything. I just like deep fried them for a little bit, and that's what I finished them off on with some of
Oh
that.
yeah.
And it was I finished the whole bottle off. So yeah, it's time to get some more.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, if we had to tell you probably to get any of them, I know Johnsy the Garcasian's up there
Yeah, the
too.
gar Cajun's good.
If we had to pick a
The
3,
ranch is good. The ranch is good too.
the dry rub ranch, but the garlic parm, I think I would rank it over the dry rub ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Not knocking on the dry rub
No,
ranch.
absolutely not.
I
They
just
all
think the
have their own
garlic,
place.
but I think garlic parm is more of an original. I mean, the ranch is really, really good.
Right.
It's really because it's got like the extra seasonings, the texture. It's a thicker. It's more of
Mm-hmm.
like a salad dressing ranch and compared to like a
Right.
dipping sauce ranch.
True.
Um, but I would put the garlic parm as my favorite white sauce from
Mm-hmm.
MST on that.
Okay.
But yeah. And then I tell you, the dry rub is really good. The spicy rub I don't have right now, but it's also a pretty good one.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't get that one.
And prices are fair too. I like
True.
that it's $7.99 a bottle without a discount code or anything like that. So
You can't beat it.
and then I think like the shake is a rub like $6 for a shaker. At least that's what I
Mm,
saw for sale on IGA in the area up there on with the online pricing.
right. 8. Nope, that's a social burn. 8 social burn dry rub. $8.
That's probably for the big shaker though,
Yeah, that's the big
which is
shake.
still a damn good price. Because a lot of people, I mean, $8 for a big shaker, that's a good
Oh
price.
yeah.
A lot of people
Heck
pay
yeah.
$12 for that, so, yeah. Hey, we're all about that Prince of the Poor approved lifestyle.
Yeah.
If you can get more for less, believe it or not, we like that. We
Mm-hmm.
like so how's the week been, man?
It's
I'm
been
telling you one thing, I'm thankful for these Friday nights with you guys here lately because I feel like that's about the only damn time lately we get to talk.
yeah, that's we having to work for a living now. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes a
You need to get
difference.
that you need to get that company established already so you can pass off that shit to somebody else, man.
Nah, man. Nah. We gonna keep on it, man. You're gonna keep on it.
Yeah, you're in that honeymoon stage. I'll give it 6
That's
months.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Oh,
mean it's we've been working, but it's great stuff, man.
I hear you. Yeah. Hell, my trip, I'm in a gauntlet right now at work. I am in a gauntlet.
Yeah.
And just so everyone knows, I'm not going to be here 2 Fridays next month.
Mm.
Like, that's how crazy my schedule is. I have to miss back-to-back weeks with you guys, and I'm
Oof.
really,
And
really, really, really sad.
we're gonna have great guests that night too. And Tony's gonna be missing it.
I hope you guys have the best guest of all time. I really do want that for you guys. I'll be a little jelly, but I'll be a proud daddy. I'll be a proud
There you
daddy.
go, there you go. It's a good way to
Um,
put it.
yeah, yeah, I probably could have done it a little less, a little differently, but we'll go with it. Nah, man, just life's been on the move. It's hard. It's always a balancing act. You got
Hmm.
being a dad, being a husband. You got to work. And obviously we got enough going on this side of it that this takes up time every week to get and keep put together, and it's definitely a balancing act. And I know Mother's Day was just recently, but shout out to the wives, man.
For sure.
We'll give 'em a little more credit than Harrison Butker did. But yeah,
Yeah.
are you aware of that one?
No, I was looking at something else. No, I'm
Did
not
you hear
aware
about
of
the
that.
Did you hear about the Chiefs kicker?
No,
Oh, dude, you don't know about this?
maybe.
Okay, so he made a speech at like Benedictine College for the
Okay.
graduating
Yes,
class,
I did see that one. Yes. Okay.
and it just went like, "Oh, I see he's trying to make a pointer. What's so bad? Oh God! Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Shut
Yep.
up!
Yep.
Oh my God! He's still going. Oh, it's going worse."
Yes.
And like someone's like in the white, like, "Stop! Stop!" And he was like black sheep, like Chris Farley, "Kill Whitey! No, no!"
Not today. Not today.
Oh, because I remember like Alyssa's like, "Watch this." And I got like 10 seconds. I'm like, "Well, he's really just being nice about women and like how sometimes they're misled." And I'm like, I could see it. Oh, 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 yeah. Never mind. Oh shit. Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Eject.
Nope.
Eject. Eject.
Yeah. Like,
Eject.
I'm like, 10 minutes later, I'm like, "Oh my God, he's still talking."
Yeah. Yeah. Who's that?
Just so,
Who's
so
that
all our
handsome?
dudettes out there, we do not stand with Harrison
Yeah. So
Butker's.
who's that handsome fella I see down in the bottom of the studio down there?
I don't know. We need him because I feel like I'm bombing the show so far. So we need
Yeah.
we need someone
I
to
mean,
get us back on the track here.
look, he's got the best beverage of the night. Looks like
Yeah, he's probably some Young Living Digest oil or some shit. Like some essential
it's
oils
like
to break
it's
down
probably
some amino acids.
It's probably something to keep them pumped up there.
I'm going to guess it's for. I want to guess it's a cup of kombucha because you got to have smooth poops these days.
Yeah.
When you're in the dog days of major league eating. I wonder that's true. We're going to ask about this because there's got to be some that you get gummed up. So I wonder if there is a digestive nutrition regimen to go along
Got to.
with all this. Like, are we eating candy bars filled with laxatives, or what are we doing here?
Or is he eating the dang sugar-free gummy bears?
Oh yeah, the Arbogas, bro. Those gas station sugar-free gummies will make you shit through a screen door. You heard it here first.
Exactly.
All right. But first, before we get into all this discussion, I guarantee he's glad we got that out of the way before he got on. Not the 10th, the 9th, the 8th, the 7th, the 6th, or even the 5th, but the 4th ranked eater of Major League eating in the entire flipping world. A man that's got a massive qualifier and the biggest meet and greet of his life in just a few weeks. The man, the myth, the hot dog eating, pistachio cracking, sausage slinging down the gullet, champion of the world, Nick Wehry.
There he is.
Let's go. I'm getting up to you slowly but not surely.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Hey,
What's
thanks
up,
for
man?
coming on, man. I saw that was tea. That was tea. What we going? Some ginseng?
It is. It is tea because tomorrow I have Cuban sandwiches to be eating. So I had a protein shake a little bit earlier, and this is just like I'm really big on tea. I'm kind of a, contrary to popular belief, I guess, super boring guy sometimes. So
Yeah.
I really like tea at nighttime, just kind of chill out. So then when I take my deadly dose of caffeine before my eating contests, I kind of, my day goes like this between my caffeine and my tea. So.
I got you.
He says he's boring, and he's here with us that do podcasts every Friday night because he don't have any friends. So yeah, we're the boring guys. So where's the Cubans at then tomorrow? Is that close to you?
Yeah, it's right here in Tampa. So it's going to be at J.C. Newman Cigar Factory. Is actually, I think, the last family-owned cigar factory in the United States. 114 years old. So they reached out, and they're just awesome people that run the factory. They're in their 4th annual Founders Day. And then there's a place called Bread on the Bay, this awesome family-owned Cuban sandwich shop. They're providing the sandwiches, delicious sandwiches. Just a lot of fun. There's gonna be food trucks, live music, 5-cent cigar specials. I think balloon animals like Mosey, which is kind of like a science museum, is doing stuff for kids. It's just gonna be a really good time. And then Mickey and I are going head to head to see who can set the Cuban sandwich record. I'm hoping
you two have been going head to head this year. You guys have been alternating places.
Yeah, I mean, I think I beat her at bagels and wings this year, and she beat me at corn. So it's kind of going back and forth. Hopefully tomorrow goes my way. I'm hoping the sharp pressed nature of the Cuban sandwich slows her down. She can't find a rhythm, but she's pretty damn good at what we do. So we'll see how it goes.
He does got you by one in the rankings.
Hence all these giant pink things behind me, none of which belong to me. So.
I need to get you on Dude Cave, man.
Yeah, seriously, man. I started The Office. Actually, I started putting some of like the world records up, and like I have some of my stuff like my bodybuilding trophies, and it's the weirdest household ever between like kids artwork between all the kids, and then bodybuilding trophies and eating trophies and just random, and because Max is 2.5, there's a 2.5-foot stuffed peep rabbit over there. Just run-of-the-mill stuff,
That's right.
Yeah, standard issue, man. Standard issue.
You just find random stuff like this around.
If you really want some surprises, go lift up all your furniture. I guarantee you'll find some stuff. Right
Oh,
now.
totally. Or just in the car randomly when
Oh,
I'm looking for something else in the car. I'm like, oh yeah, here's a cup that goes to that set, and here's an avocado, and then there's an army man because that's what goes under the passenger seat of my car now.
Jeez,
man, we
man.
lost. We're still missing a remote control because my son has to have the remote control with him at all times. Like he'll like take the upstairs. He'll like come downstairs. They'll still be in his hand. I'm like, but it's been missing for like 2 weeks. So we lifted the couches the other day.
Mm.
We wish we wouldn't have lifted the couches.
Yeah, there was stuff probably hidden up under there that didn't
Oh
need to
man,
be
we found
seen.
some magnetic blocks. We found a cat. We found one of the long-haired cats. Like he likes to lay under there. We found that fluff spot. So.
Oh, I thought you literally meant you found a cat laying up under
Yeah.
there like it
Oh
was missing
God,
or
no,
something.
no, no,
Like one of
no,
those
no.
episode of Hoarders where there's like the mummified cat behind the dresser.
Yeah, man.
Looks like the cat off of National Lampoon Christmas.
Yeah. So there's probably some like Swaggerty sausage boxes under there and stuff like
Hey, my man, let's go. How many Swaggerty sausage bucks could you smash?
Man, those discs, especially those breakfast sausages, those go down fast. I was thinking about that because like they have so many different products. Like the links probably go faster than the discs. The disc would be like a coin, just like bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing. I don't know, man. It's tough. I was at the store today. I was at Walmart today. I walked by. I'm like, okay, we got contest tomorrow. Let's chill. Let's focus. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Might be able to work something out. I'll go head to head with you after your hot dog eating.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, after the hot dog.
Hey!
It's like a golfer with a hand.
The man that eat probably like 8 pounds of hot dogs, and you want to just go head to head with him now.
Network way. This is the.
I better eat more than 8 pounds. I say like I'll be happy with if the solid food quantity of what I eat June 6th, not including the liquid obviously because I consume a lot of liquid with Dunkin'
Right.
Buns. I would say probably 12-ish pounds, maybe even a little bit more than that.
Wow. My man.
So, I mean, we'll see how the day goes. But I would say between solids and liquids, that day I should be around between 15 and 20 pounds total. So.
Good night, bro.
So anybody coming out to the college to watch me shovel hot dogs and buns down my face, that is what you have in store to watch. There's going to be some great eaters there too. Pat Bertoletti, he's a phenomenal eater. Like he's going to be out there. He's definitely going to push me. Pat's capable. He's eating 55 at one time.
Oh, Crazy Legs is going to be up there?
No, Pat Bertoletti is going to be there, and Pat's a phenomenal eater. He's going to be there. There's a new guy apparently can eat around 30 at one time. Going to be there. Sir Yacht is going to be out there.
I didn't know if we. I kind of accidentally announced that last Friday, and I was like,
okay. Pat's number 9 in the world.
Pat is number 9. Yeah, he packed and capable.
Is he new?
Given day. No, Pat used to be. Pat's been as high as number 2 in the world. Absolutely phenomenal eater. And he's just like sometimes he's more or less active on the circuit, but really just genuinely good dude. Like you'll meet him out there, just a really good guy. And any given day is capable of kicking a lot of ass. So real good eater.
We do have some questions from the crowd here pertaining this because obviously people are curious because this is a decent amount of food in a quick amount of time. Do you digest this food? And because there's another person that asked like, what's the most you've ever vomited from one of these events? But like, when you eat that much food, how long does it take to get relief?
That's tough. It depends on the food. You know, like something like hot dogs and buns takes a little bit more time than say sweets. Sweets pass through pretty fast. Corn passes through very fast too, by the way, for anybody wondering, but you could probably guess that.
Right.
I would say something like corn in 24 hours.
It's corn.
Yeah, it's a big lump of knobs. It's got the juice. But it's I would say corn within 24-ish hours, you're pretty much back to normal. Your plumbing may not be, but you are. And then hot dogs and buns with a full run, I would say you're looking close to maybe 48 to 72 hours. Probably 72 hours before you feel 72 to 96 hours before you feel normal again. But like I don't know. I'd love to like hook up with like a college somewhere that could do the study. But I would say our gastric emptying times have probably accelerated as an adaptation, to what we do. Similar to like if you put an average person through an NFL player's practice schedule, their body's gonna be like, dude, what the? I can't do
Right.
this. Like, there's no
Right.
way. But you have
Right.
like the repeated bout effect. So, it depends. Sometimes faster. The buns are gonna process pretty quick. It's the 56, cased beef tubes that you just consumed.
All
They're going to
natural beef filled hot dogs.
yeah. That's going to take a little bit more time, but it probably depends on how well you chew them too. Fortunately for me, I chew. If you watch the contest, you will see my eyes closed and me chewing much more than some of the eaters. I can't swallow as big a pieces of hot dog as some people, so I think that helps them pass a little bit faster too. But the most I've ever consumed, that's tough, man. 70 brats in Cincinnati was a lot of food. I don't know the brand, but it was a lot. I ate like 17 pounds of poutine in Toronto.
They were probably like the white brats, like the
They were the white
pre-boiled
ones.
Yeah,
that's
because
the white ones.
Cincinnati's all about the pure nature of the German brat. Which
Yes, it was at Oktoberfest. In Cincinnati, Oktoberfest.
Yeah. Oktoberfest, that's a big one down there.
Yeah.
My stepdad was from Cincinnati, so I got to see a lot of these festivals.
It was cool, man. It was fun.
There's a Hofbrauhaus down there.
Hmm.
That's like down there across the river in Kentucky at Newport on the Levee over there. And and it's you go there, you get the white brats because it's a big German thing. But yeah, they had the Oktoberfest, which is a big deal down in Cincinnati.
Yeah, it was cool. Like real good people. They know how to get rowdy for an eating contest. There, especially because
Cincinnati is Kentucky.
Yeah, it's towards the end
Yeah.
of the festival, so those people have been kind of like celebrating and drinking most of the day. So by the time we get on stage, they are excited to see us. Real good people, though. I'm hoping that contest comes back. Being a Cincinnati Reds fan, it's right there next to Great American Ballpark. That's always really cool for me to be right there. But hopefully that one comes back again. But that's probably close to the most I've consumed in one time. 17 pounds of poutine in Toronto, stuff like that.
What does it take to?
Okay.
Go ahead. I have a separate thought. Finish yours, but it's
No. That was rough because like potatoes, gravy, and cheese. That gastrically does not empty too quick.
That does not sound like.
That's pretty heavy in the old GI tract.
Yeah, we got a Canadian on the Dude Network now, and I'm still debating how I feel about it because of the poutine dish in Canada.
Yeah.
Like,
and
I feel like
it's
a blanket statement of questionable lifestyle, and I just don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, that and their choice on bacon. It's they're lovely people.
Oh, you mean ham? You mean
ham?
Yes, I mean they're circular slices of ham. It's kind of like what the English do to breakfast. Like beans and tomatoes do not belong here. I'm sorry. You're nice people, but beans and tomatoes do not belong in my breakfast.
Right.
I do like their copious amounts of toast. They're very heavy-handed on the toast.
Yeah.
I like that.
What's your go-to breakfast toast?
Rye or sourdough.
Dude, mine too. Damon, where are you at? Rye one. Normally, not many people have sourdough, but everyone's got rye.
Yeah. I mean, we just pulling what's in the damn bread box. It's probably like some.
Oh, you go to a restaurant and you're like, I want toast.
They're asking
what kind of toast do you want? What are you going to tell them?
Just leave it off. Give me something else. I'll eat the bread every now and then, but
you want a biscuit, don't you?
Yeah, there you go. We'll do biscuits.
That's South Carolina.
You gotta have something to sop up, like runny eggs.
We'll do biscuits.
Something like that. Yeah.
Good pull for me. Yeah, biscuits.
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it here first. Damon eats breakfast weird.
Yep, 100%. That's how we are in the South, man.
Damon eats his runny eggs with a straw. You heard it here
Absolutely
first.
zero, because there will be no runny eggs.
Oh,
come
hot
on.
take.
Oh no, that's disgusting.
Even I've grown to like runny eggs. Come on.
Okay, he would agree. No, he would agree with Miki. Like, if there's any runniness to her eggs, she will pass them off to me to eat. Like, because she asked for over hard if she gets eggs, But every restaurant, almost inevitably, there's some runniness, and she'll just pass it off. She won't.
Nope.
She doesn't do
Yeah,
runny eggs, like
Nope.
under any circumstance.
Nope.
because you know why? Because not many people ask for hard eggs. Because some people in America like runny eggs. They're like, man, how the hell do I cook these? I haven't seen over hard eggs since Nam.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's like
that's
asking
fine.
I
for
mean,
That's
it's like
fine.
asking for a well done steak. When they
yeah,
ask, I
See,
would
that's
be
a little
kind of
different.
okay when she asked for the
same
over hard
thing,
eggs.
Damon.
No, it's
If
not.
they
Yes,
asked her to
it is.
leave, that would
No, there's no way.
be okay.
Yeah. I would
No
like
way
the
it's
well
the
done
same thing.
eggs with my filet mignon butterflied extra well, please. Can you bring the Heinz 57 on the side? Come on. Killing me.
We stopped at a restaurant the other week, and there was a burger there that had egg on it. And I told him then, I said, fry that egg hard. Do not bring it running because I don't want that thing to goosh out of there. No, absolutely zero.
Man.
No.
Bullshit.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have a dry biscuit than a over hard egg.
Oh God, bro.
Just saying. Like I'd rather have a Popeyes
Oh,
sawdust
I only
biscuit.
have my dry
He said-
biscuits with hard eggs.
He said them Popeyes biscuits. They
Yeah.
hard. They dry as all get out.
Unless you get those strawberry ones, they had these
Uh.
ones where they were like shooting strawberry goober into there, and for
Yeah.
some reason, when they shot the strawberry goober in, the people at Popeyes are like, "Hey guys, let's not dry these out. Let's keep these nice and moist."
All right. I want to host a major league eating event. What does that take? Other than money, a lot of it that I don't have. I'll figure out the money later, but
Yeah, I
like
mean,
what
you just
what would be a
cut.
good event? I'm thinking meatballs.
I mean, if you're gonna do it in Cleveland, I feel like you should be doing like pierogies or something.
See, I'm an hour and a half. I could do pierogies because I'm an hour and a half from Cleveland and an hour and a half from Pittsburgh and an hour and a half from Columbus. So I can do 3 things.
Yeah, you're kind of centered. Columbus has so many restaurants too. You could do like anything.
It's all fusion food down there. It'd be really hard to come up with something that's like a staple of Columbus. Now you're talking about sweets. You could do a Buckeye candy eating contest.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Chocolate with the peanut butter fudge insert. Oh yeah.
I mean, or you're
Jeez,
kind of
man.
over there near like I don't know where Graders is like they're like centralized, but I know when we travel to Ohio, I'll get Graders every time I travel out there because like
Graders.
Florida,
I don't know graders.
dude.
It's got to be in a
guys-
different part of the state where I'm at because I
That's
feel like
near
I know
I think
every
it's near like
restaurant
the
around me.
Kentucky Cincinnati line.
Okay.
But
Then yeah.
if
Now
you
it's
go
not like
down there-
Skyline Chili or anything, is it?
No. The Graders ice cream is like they have like a black raspberry chocolate chip that will just oh my god.
Oh, Grater's ice cream. Is it Graete?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, I have heard of it.
That ice cream is ridiculous. I love getting it out there.
Yeah, up here at Smith's, and my like ice cream brands are actually now that we're talking about it in Ohio, where it's such a dairy state, it's a very regional.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
thing.
that makes sense.
Because in Cleveland, you got Pierre's ice cream.
Okay.
Down where I'm at, you got Smith's Ruggles ice
Okay.
cream, Ruggles ice cream, and then I guess where you're at, where you're talking about down in Cincinnati, they have that one,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's a company up in Toledo too that has the ice cream because it's so frozen. I think they must not have like a lot of nationwide distribution, so that's actually like really really funny.
Yeah, you should do like an ice cream.
I never thought of that until now.
Yeah, you shouldn't do an ice cream one because Miki's got the world record.
I was
She
gonna
would
say
kick my ass at that contest.
Yeah, well, she's not invited. It's dudes only. It's a dude only thing. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because she done what 2+ gallons in a couple of minutes.
16 and a half pints in 6 minutes.
Okay. So how do you avoid? What's the pro tip to avoiding brain freeze at that?
I'm pretty sure in her brain, if you've ever seen Universal Soldier, that's how she actually sees the world when she's doing these contests, like the beep boop beep boop beep boop, and she doesn't get brain freeze. But no, in all seriousness, if you turn the spoon over, that helps. Don't let the ice cream touch the roof of your mouth. That definitely helps, which is difficult to do when you're eating 2 gallons in 6 minutes because you're shoveling ice cream in at an incredible pace. Other than that, hot coffee, adrenaline, and just being really good at what we do, apparently, because I still get brain freeze, and that's why she takes me to the woodshed if we were doing an eating contest for ice cream.
That's wild.
Yeah. Because, I mean, even if you're not going to get brain freeze, I could tell you, if you put 2 gallons of ice cream into your belly, you're going to be cold. That's a lot.
Yeah, man.
True.
I trying to
That's
remember. Hell, there's times I'll be outside sweating out in the yard. I'll come in and drink a cold glass of water, and I feel like my heart's going to shut down because of the shock of the cold water. I couldn't imagine my fat ass shoving some ice cream down that heat pipe at 2 pounds a minute, man.
I think that was like Indiana State Fair, and it was hot as hell. So the fact that she she said she was shivering. She said she didn't feel good. So she can keep that record.
Yeah, as I say, is there one record that you've is there one food contest you've gotten into where you would be like, nah, I ain't doing that again. Like that was not, because you normally prep for a lot of these, so I don't see you getting caught off guard very easily.
Yeah.
So okay, here's another one. Is there one? Okay, let's reward it to a more simpler thing that's probably more realistic. Have you ever started to prep for a food comp where you're like, F this, not doing it?
No, but probably only because I have a good friend. He's actually an exercise physiologist. He's way smarter than I am. He's got a couple doctorates.
Probably smarter than me too.
He's just like, and he goes, you don't. He always tells me, he goes, Nick, you don't have any quit in you. That's not always a good thing, buddy. So I think like when I sign up to do something, there's this sense, and plus I guess for the sponsor too, there's going to be a sense of like duty, and not the haha funny duty, but the sense of just like following through, and I would always tell my kids, and actually there's I'm looking at a quote that we have on the wall of the house. It says, never, never, never give up. And I would, and without getting too like woo-woo-y about it, like that's literally when my 2.5-year-old takes his multivitamin gummy in the morning, he'll say, I say, Max, why do we take this? And he says, to be smart, to be strong, and it's important to be kind, and never, never, never give up. Absolutely. And so you can imagine if I have my 2.5-year-old saying that
kid's probably going to end up being the president.
Possibly, Max.
Here, I thought I was knocking parenting in the dick, man. Now you got this, bro. I thought that was
I mean, I'm very fortunate with all my kids are happy, healthy. He's Max is counting to roughly 40 in English, 20 in Japanese, and about 10 to 15 in Spanish right now. So he shows an incredible propensity for learning like his mom, and being incredibly hard-headed like his father. So we'll see how it goes.
Take magnetic blocks and stack them 3 feet tall. What now?
Oh, do you have magnet tiles? We love magnet tiles.
Dude, magnet tiles are a cheat code for parenting.
They really
Legos are stupid. They're overrated. They suck. Magnet tiles, your kids can make the biggest mess in the world, and I guarantee you within 3 minutes, you can clean up every damn one of them. Yep. You just literally swoop them all in a pile. They stick together. You just scoop them into your buckets, and then you just rumble them together until they fit in place better. I mean, and they're cheap.
They're cheap. Especially compared to Legos. Especially like Legos are like, we would like your left nut and you to remortgage your house, and you can build a pirate ship.
And your left heel when you step on that motherfucker when you're getting the drink at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Like the only thing that hurts worse than a Lego in the foot is probably a Barbie hand. But
I literally tell people I don't like, I hope you step on a Lego tonight. Like that's literally what I tell people.
But yeah, like, magnet tiles, like they lie flat. They fall over. If you step on them, I will say they can slide across the carpet, so you may be in for a little bump.
Yeah, on tile, there is some hazard with tile with the slippage. I'll give you that.
But dude, like magnet tiles, magnet tiles, if you want to sponsor the Dude Network podcast or my eating contest, we're all open to it. Just throwing it out there. All our kids love magnet tiles. So, yeah.
I mean, the magnet tiles are life. They are life. Yeah.
Yeah,
The Legos are cool, but, like, when you have a 3 or 4 or 5-year-old, you realize, like, that is not a 3, 4, or 5-year-old. Like, they do alright, but, yeah,
and the
they're
ROI,
not ready.
yeah, the return on investment. I have a nephew, my brother's a son who's actually, I mean, he's 19 and doing a HVAC school right now. But that kid, I remember when he was like, shoot, this is probably 10, 12 years ago now. I feel old. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna get him a Lego set. My brother's like, yeah, you don't have to do that. I'm like, what do you mean don't have to do that? Because this is before my daughter was even born. I'm like,
right.
I'm gonna go get a Lego set. And I went to the store. I'm like, I'm not getting a Lego set. Like, I will look on Facebook Marketplace and you're
Dude,
not gonna
Facebook
find a full.
Marketplace is the
Yeah,
spot.
you're probably not going
It
to find a full Lego set, and that's all he wanted because this kid's got one of those incredible brains where it's like he looks at it and puts them all together. So he wants the full set. I'm like, yep, not doing that because Lego sets are kind of like socks in the dryer. They're not
Mhm.
going to stay complete. It's not happening. Like,
Nah.
especially because like he's putting together like the 8 zillion piece Lego kits because he was the oldest child, like Miki was too. She would do that type of stuff, or my older brother was that, and
Mhm.
I was the middle child who'd come in and be like, "Hey, you know what's more fun than putting together Legos? Fucking smashing your Lego set to
Yeah.
Yes.
pieces.
Break
Yes.
it
Boom,
right off.
boom, 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 just King
Oh,
Konging in there." Yeah. Um, to which I would get eviscerated by my older brother. Yeah, it's the nature of the beast.
that's
So.
hey, you gotta pay to play. You gotta pay to
That's
Yeah,
play.
right.
yeah, exactly, man.
We are gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna wrap this up with Nick. We'll get him out of here around 10 o'clock. The way this conversation is going, it might be 5 after. Might be 5 after. But Damon, go ahead and get us rolling here, and actually some fun clips integrated into these, including our last time with Nick on this show. So everyone, hope you enjoy the commercial break here. We try to make them as entertaining as possible.
Here we go.
All right, we're mid-show, but it's time for us to have a beer break. Some of us don't have a fridge by our fingertips during this thing, so drink a garage beer, and we'll be right back after this message.
Hey, boys, it was a good one. Celebratory garage beer.
Shout out. I kind of felt bad for the people on the. I mean, to be fair, it was a Spirit flight home. You paid for a Spirit flight. What do you expect? On the flight, that's one of those where you put your headphones on and you pretend to be asleep, and as you just or you're like, oh, who was that? That's terrible. That
He goes, "You paid for her Spirit flight."
Jeez, man. Hey, that's the perfect ad. So you want to get
Just cooked mine, by the way.
All right, Johnsy's a savvy vet. Yeah, Johnsy's got.
Yeah.
He's cheating already. Go figure. The Californians cheating. There's a chalker.
Oh, here we go. Actually, it was Florida we needed the recount. No offense, Nick. No offense, Nick.
Jesus.
What a random drop in.
MST Sauce Company out of Tiffin, Ohio. Also, award-winning dry rub. Absolutely crushed it at the recent NBBQA, especially with the dry rub here and some of the other amazing sauce flavors. I got some pork nuggets here. I got some creamy garlic parm here I'm going to try out, as well as some of the other flavors here. I got some of my favorites. This is the Griff sauce. It also has it in potato chips. The hot garlic parm is also a new one. We have the dry rub ranch and even a limited eclipse. You can watch the total eclipse up in Tiffin, Ohio on April 8th, and they have a nice cool bottle to commemorate that. And another one that performed really well at MBBQA, the Garcasian. But let's try the creamy garlic parmesan. Hope the show doesn't suck, but cheers. Back to the show.
Boom. Just
Nick,
like that.
that was an epic first time you were on, dude. That was like our biggest show we ever put together on this because it was a triple header.
Yeah. There
We
was a
had you,
bunch.
we had NFL D coordinators on, and like all kinds
Yeah.
of shit. And then
Yeah.
what was our third? We
Comedian.
had a third one. Lee Valentin.
Yeah. Lee Valentin come.
Lee
Comedian. Yeah.
Valentin come on. Poor Lee.
Yeah. It was huge.
Yeah, what's his name from the field coordinator from the Saints was on there. Wasn't he the Saints, the Browns?
Blake Williams. Yeah,
Blake
yeah.
Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, good dude. Like I spoke to him briefly.
I'm trying to get him to join me up there on the 6th.
Yeah, it seems like a great dude. You know,
He is,
so,
man. He's
yeah.
a real one. You know, you
Yeah.
meet these guys because this, I guess, in my world, I'm literally a dude. Like I graduated with 88 kids. I grew up on a gravel road. Dad was a dairy farmer. Like pretty simple ass life. But somehow, some way, I always knew I wanted to do something on camera. Like ESPN broadcaster is what I wanted. So, like in this world, like last year, I got the opportunity to meet out with the big play guys, which you know very well.
Oh yeah,
And that's honestly how I got the courage to ask you because I knew you were on their show, and I was like, all right, like he's done Cleveland stuff, but you get up there around those guys at these events, and you're hanging around these coaches, ex players, like guys you watch on TV, and you're like, man, like I hope they're nice because I would be really disappointed. These guys are just douches because you hear the horror stories. And Greg and Blake Williams and all the guys up there, but Greg and Blake Williams are two of the realest dudes I've ever met, man. So glad to call them friends now, man. Like it's cool to emphasize that he was a real guy, and then that's always pretty dope.
Yeah, dude, totally. And any of these and I hope that that's how that comes across because I couldn't. It's cool when I get messages from people and like, oh, I'm a huge fan of yours. I'm like, I don't want to say makes me. I'm so grateful. And when I'll be in an interview or I'll be talking to people. I'm like, oh, like a fan of mine. I'm like, I don't even like saying a fan of mine reached out. It makes me feel weird. You know,
Right.
people are
Yeah.
I'm like a friend of mine reached out or somebody that follows what I do. You know, reached out because it feels really cool that I can entertain people with the absurd talent that I've discovered, and that's a huge part I think of. Miki and I are third and fourth in the world at what we do, and what have you. We've been to Thailand and Toronto and Italy and all these places, but I think part of what gets left out is some people that do what we do think that our job is to eat a lot, and that's part of our job, but a bigger part of our job is entertaining all the people that come.
So you bring communities together.
Yeah, like it may be absurd the reason that we bring communities together, but it's like people come together, or they go, they want to do this because some people are cheering for Joey or Mickey or myself or what have you, and it's awesome, man. It's really awesome because I know like even on the 6th, at the college at the qualifier. Realistically, I'll have a decent cheering section there, which is unique for me because a lot of times when I go, I did a rib contest in Minnesota that I've done a couple times, and they let them know that I was a Green Bay Packers fan, and you can imagine how that was received out there.
Oh, that's dirty, man.
It's funny.
That's what happens when you go to Minnesota for a rib comp.
Yeah, like great people, fun contest, but like it's funny though because after that. I don't say I'm well received, but like there's a lot of people who come back either to cheer for me or just a rain of boos when I get announced to go up there. But it's like that's almost even better because either good, bad, or indifferent. Like Ric Flair made a career off of people hating him.
Absolutely.
People paid more to see someone lose than they will pay to see someone win.
Haters fuel fire, man.
Yeah.
He became so hated that he actually became loved.
Yeah, kind of.
That's how you know you're the best bad guy of all time.
Yeah.
That you are like people love you. Like you end up becoming like getting over because you're such a
Yeah. And I think once people I don't want to sound whatever. But I think once people just talk to me for a little bit, for a few minutes, or they see that my social media is, there's all the eating stuff. And they're like, wow, this guy's just dad. He's like singing Frozen with his daughter or rolling around on the ground. There's him in a unicorn onesie making a unicorn cake for his daughter's birthday. Like,
Right.
there's the mohawk and the fanny pack and the pit vipers, but he's just a goober.
Right.
And beyond the veins and the ridiculousness, just a guy, man. So like
True.
that's why I appreciate all you guys, with you guys, or Dave and Nick from Big Play and all those guys, or Sir Yacht, or any of those this Cleveland crowd that's just been super super cool to me. That's one of the biggest reasons. That's probably the biggest reason I chose to do the Cleveland qualifier. Like I don't have to do any particular qualifier. I could have been in New York City today qualifying. But I was like, you know what? When I looked at Grand Rapids and I looked at Cleveland, I looked at Bristol and all those different qualifiers, I'm like, Cleveland's been real cool to me. And the funny part is, it's probably going to be the most stacked qualifier as far as numbers. So it's probably like the dumbest one to enter. As far as being an eater, it's probably like the most difficult one to qualify. But,
now, is there a world you live in where you don't qualify, or what does it take to qualify? Do you have to get top in the group, or is it a number?
No, it's not a number. So like the kid who won Grand Rapids, this kid Darian, he's like the number one eater in the frozen hellscape of Canada. So he won Grand Rapids with I think 22 or 23, and Darian usually puts up a better number than that, but Darian will be at the 4th of July based on him eating 22 hot dogs. And there's no disrespect to him, but it's like the guy who got second in New York today, 832. And he's technically not in. He's the number one wild card right now, because some years what they'll do is if there's one or two real good numbers that didn't win their respective qualifier, they might get him in, because it's like, all right, your number was really should be in.
Yeah. I think Grand Rapids, the women was 8.5.
8.5 Cherish, and she's a sweetheart. I love Cherish to pieces. She doesn't put up the biggest numbers, and there's no disrespect for her. Her and her husband, great people. Love seeing them at contests, and she's great to have at the contest, because just a sweetheart who probably could kick my ass because she's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu or something.
Well, it's more of a defense thing. If you don't take the attack, you're fine.
Yeah, no, I don't.
If you play prevent defense,
tussling.
You're good.
Yeah,
you got
exactly. I'll play Dom, capers, bend but don't break.
There you go. Yeah.
My least favorite defense ever, or Mike Pettin's bend but don't break defense, but that still breaks.
He was the head coach at Cleveland. I felt that one.
Oh my God, Mike Pettin is one of my least favorite humans ever. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, mine too.
But yeah, man. So it's no particular number. It's the top male and top female number from each respective qualifier. There'll probably be some international invites, because obviously it's hard to expect people to fly from Brazil or Japan or Germany or Australia or whatever do qualifier. But but hopefully, I think Pat, I would guess, it's hard to say. Pat could be anywhere from 35 to 55 hot dogs, so I have to assume he's going to eat 55, which means I have to eat at least 56, which, okay, game on.
Have you ever hit the 50 spot? Because you made a post on X and Joey Chestnut responded with, got to hit that 50.
Yeah.
So 50 before, he's wanted you to hit 50 before Nathan's.
Mm-hmm.
So what number are we going for? When I'm there in person, I'm watching you shovel dog after dog, and I lose count, because I probably will at the rate you're going.
There'll be a counter. I should have a counter, but we'll see. Yeah.
Can I be the counter?
You could probably apply, the day of. You should email them. I'll give you somebody at MLE's contact, and I do need somebody who watches. The counter will stand behind me and kind of see as they load my plates. And here's the thing. It's always confusing when I just finished a plate, which obviously means I'm at some multiple of 5, because there's 5 per plate, and the counter has me at like 32 or something, and it's like I'm not a mathematician.
Right.
I did qualify for Mensa with my Wonderlic score, but I am not a mathematician. But it should be a multiple of 5 when plates
Right.
are finished. Or at least when the dog from the plate is finished. So, yeah, man, I don't know how they choose those. Usually it's somebody who works with the respective sponsor, but with qualifiers, I'm not sure. And usually there'll be 3 at a
Because you're
given
at
qualifier.
it's at the Parma Barbecue Festival, right?
Yeah. Ribbon Rock or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's over in Parma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it should be cool, man. So I imagine
Give
Pat
me a
will have a
blast.
counter. I'll have a counter. And I think Katie Prettyman is going to be the top ranked female eating there. I would expect Katie to do between 14 and 17, I think is her number generally. Katie's a sweetheart too. I will say, from there, a little birdie told me that the great Miki Sudo may be in attendance. So yeah,
She
the
need-
prom
Does
queen's
she need
gonna be
security?
there for everybody. So
Does she need security?
Yes, she will likely need security. And everyone, because
Done.
everyone will be asking that. It's funny because people come up to me, they're like, "Oh, you do this too? Can you take a picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's great. I just beat her at bagels." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, loser. Can you take her picture?"
She
no,
beat me in wings last year, but I got her this year. But
yeah.
don't worry about me. I'm not counting.
You
Yeah, I'm
think
not
she's
counting.
you think she's so great? You should see her park the car. Okay, she's not that great. Okay, no. In all seriousness, she's phenomenal. If there was a Mount Rushmore of what we did, her head would be up there.
She eats a lot of wings. You should see her put toilet paper on her roll. It's atrocious.
No, she does it. That was one. Honestly, quick sidebar. That was one of the things. One of our neuroses that attracted me to her was she puts the toilet paper over the top because she's not a psychopath.
Oh, thank God common sense is in
We had this conversation, and she'll replace it. She's not necessarily one of these people like, oh, the toilet paper's there. I'm just going to lean the roll and start taking from. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're in a hurry, because let's say whatever is happening, and
you just got done eating 55 Nathan's hot dogs.
Right.
And
Sure. Then fine. But no, she puts it over the top. If she has a sandwich, just a sandwich per se on a plate, which, we do want to eat a lot of sandwiches. So there's just breadcrumbs on a plate. She'll go, rinse the plate off and put it away. She doesn't leave it in the sink to soak like a psycho because, again, these are little neuroses that, like, she puts her shopping carts away. I'm like, God, this woman's amazing.
That's right.
That one's to this day, that one still blows my mind. How you could be such a cruel menace to society, but just leave your shopping cart laying out.
Yeah, no, that was one of the sells. When I saw her like putting shopping carts away and not soaking all of her dishes unnecessarily, and just those little things, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go ring shopping now. This is how it's gonna work. This is how it's gonna go.
Yeah, when you know, and you know it ain't gonna be cheap, but you just do it anyway because you gotta do it. There's no getting around it.
No, but in all seriousness, she will be there at my qualifier for fans of hers, as there is many. The love of my life will be there. June 6th, Parma, Ribbon Rock. I will be looking for that number. I don't know. I got myself convinced that Pat's going to hit at least 50 to 55. So my number that I would be I would be happy to win, of course, is the ultimate goal, and I'm not selling Pat short, so I would say my goal has to be at least 56.
True, you heard it here first,
dude. Okay, what's the record again? What's Joseph doing?
The record ever is 76, I believe, in 10 minutes. I believe the record is 76. Last year he did 62 to win, but his record is 76.
Jesus, Hammers.
I hear a guy on the decline. Just saying.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be one of those years when people are like,
I don't know either. I just like to talk shit, and he ain't hearing you are. So fuck
he's
you, Joey. Nick's
Yeah.
coming for you.
It's
We're
hard to
coming.
say.
I'm gonna
Mm.
punch him
Mm.
right in the abdomen right before he
Mm.
goes on that stage, and we're gonna bring it. No, sorry, that's too much.
No, Joey. No, he's a.
He goes, no,
We
no, no,
talk.
no, do it.
We talk, man. We talk on probably a few times a week. We're good friends, but Joey also knows.
When it comes to stage
He
time.
he knows he's beatable. Like I've heard Joey say to me, the day I think I'm unbeatable is the day I can lose. You know, and I think there's a mutual respect there where Joey also knows like this guy is off his rocker just enough to do what it takes to push it to the
You
limit,
kind of
you
have
know.
to lose your brain, don't you, to do that amount? You have to just completely forget your brain is in your head.
Yeah, because like people ask like what's going through your head. And it's like, well, it can't be like, oh, yummy hot dogs, you know. That can't be what's going. It's got to be. I think like anything done, and I will tell you guys have probably heard me say it, and I'll tell everybody the absurdity of what I do is not lost on me. It's not. But with that said, I think anything done at a world class level, whether that is ice skating, eating hot dogs, playing football, or playing chess, I respect it. I respect it because there's a level of work I think that that people will never know. The things done at a world class level, you almost can't even describe it to people because it's like you wouldn't be there otherwise. You know, even with genetic predisposal, the greatest genetic running back ever is probably Bo Jackson, just genetically. He's not the greatest running back ever.
No.
Because he didn't. I think a lot of times the greatest genetic ever, they do it because it's fun. They do it because they've excelled at it. They don't do it because they have an insane love of the game and a psychosis for it. Because
Right.
I think
I would agree with you on that. I think someone that's had to overcome some adversity to get to the top has better appreciation of the top than someone that's only been pushed only by their own selves. Because
yeah,
those freaks, it literally falls on them on how good they are because there's
yep.
no one really there to match their athleticism or their skill level to really push them.
Yeah.
So it becomes self-independent where someone like you, who you've even been on record telling me I'm not the most talented, but I'm going to outwork everybody. And that's your spiel, and that's what gets you going, and that probably gets you better numbers than someone that can just show up one day and just
Yeah.
slam 40 hot dogs down the gullet, you know?
Yeah, somebody that can roll out of bed and do it. You know, it's like occasionally you do get that combination because if talent works hard, pack your shit because you are in
Yeah.
trouble. But you know, because then you get Calvin Johnsons of the world where it's just like
Right.
if Calvin Johnson didn't get hurt, I think he arguably would have been the best ever. If and he didn't play for Detroit, just do Detroit
I was
team.
gonna say that, and if they would have paid him the $1 million signing bonus to stick around, and they said
Yeah,
no,
because
pay
I
him
just think he
anyway.
had it. Him and Randy Moss, I
Yeah.
think, just had it more than other people had it. And Calvin, I think, had just an insane love of the game. But like, I want to be that guy that at least when the day comes that I hang this up, so to speak, whenever that is,
Yeah.
I can honestly say like I at least turned every rock over. Not say that I did. Not just that sounds I tried as hard as I can. Like no, like I want a Hunter S. Thompson. The only people who know where the edges of the people have fallen off. You know, the people might have been like, that dude's off his rocker. Maybe, but I will do everything within my power to be the best in the world at what I do. As long as it doesn't sell Mickey and the Kid short. I will do everything shy of that. And they know that, so they can be like, because I wouldn't give anything on my. You could give me all the belts and all the money in the world. I don't want my kids to be like, my dad's a fucking asshole. You know, like as long as at the end of it, they'd be like, my dad was a great dad, like, and worked his butt off. That'll be,
I was gonna say, man, but I think your effort on the dad stuff though pays off in the eating it too.
Yeah,
Because
thank you, man.
you're working for that, and I do think that it does all factor in. Because the mental, you even said yourself, you got to mentally kind of
Check
vanish for a
out.
little bit or get in
Yeah.
a completely different mindset And I think it takes someone that's able to compartmentalize life at that level
Yeah.
to be able to put that out there. So anyway,
Yeah. I think it's there's a level of you need to be able. That's why even like now that Max is a little bit older, he doesn't come to all the contests with us because he's more aware. So he'll be with the sitter, he'll be with family, because it is easier for us to, especially for me, personally, to turn off. I need to be able to turn off for those few minutes. Like if an accountant is, and people are like, what do you mean turn off? It's like, well, an accountant is an H&R Block. He's not like, what's my kid doing right now? All the time, because you need to be able to be, because you're doing it for them. Part of you is doing it for them. It's like, this is how I pay for daycare. This is how we pay the bills. This is how we do all this stuff. And it's like, I would want them to be able to do the same thing because all my kids know when dad gets home and I walk through the door, it's number blocks, alpha blocks, frozen and silly, me in a 7-foot Tyrannosaurus costume, terrifying my kids.
You're gone for 3 days, and all you can think about is that bed. But the kids are like, Dad. You're like, all right, here I go.
There's nothing greater than that. Like, we're going through a phase right now where bedtime it can be a struggle, but in the morning, typically we walk in, because we're potty training, he'll go, I peed or I pooped, and it's fine. He's like, okay, bud. He's like, I do Huggy and pick him up, and he lays and he puts his head right there. And a couple of the past few days, it was, I love you, Daddy. Like, that makes.
I'll do it.
It's that's the greatest thing in the world. It's the
Take
greatest.
my money.
Even after a contest, if I got my butt kicked, I walk away. I got 285 donut holes in here, and I'm like angry because it didn't go how I wanted it to go. It's like, love you, Dad. Or he's like, Daddy, Daddy have a donut? And you're like, bro, this is okay, cool. You win.
Yep.
You win, dude.
That's right.
It's like simple. Just eat a donut.
You have that and that give back, but yeah, man, that balance I think is what allows me to compartmentalize and do some crazy stuff, because I know as long as I can come back from the upside down, I have her and the kids waiting. It's like, dude, I don't care how uncomfortable those hot dogs are or those, whatever that food thing is, because when I come back from the upside down, I have the greatest thing in the world.
We do. Agreed. I love the dad stuff, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Can talk about it all day. Yeah. We do have a giveaway going on. Hashtag free Johnsy. Hashtag free Johnsy. Last opportunity of that. Damon, I know you've had a video pulled up here since the commercial break. I'll let you segue.
Oh, yeah. Well,
we'll go over here with Nick. Then we'll do the giveaway, and we'll say goodbye to Nick and wrap this thing up here tonight.
Well, yeah, we'll do the video, and then there was a good question from the audience too.
I love that. Yeah, we'll do both. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I say, I know he's ready to get out of here, but I think this guy right here, Nick, can help you train for this hot dog eating contest.
Need to get no good on a Sunday. Ain't no hand. Tell them haters, get out of here. No sleeves, no shirt, no problem. 3 glizzies. Oh no. Where'd they go?
You don't even.
That is impressive.
You don't even chew them,
the question
man.
is like, how many of them could you slide down? That's when you need that long torso you talk about.
Yeah, man, it would be tough. The only problem with getting them down holes, you get them down fast, they don't Tetris nice in there.
No,
you got a better Tetris
start piling
game.
up, stacking up.
Yeah, exactly. You got all this, like all of a sudden you're in trouble. Plus, passing those, it's gonna be a long few days digesting whole hot dog.
Yeah, you got a whole log coming out.
That's funny. That's good.
Hey, but the question was, I mean, besides you training and getting ready, but this right here, what food contest was the hardest on your body?
That's a good one, because you said sweets. Everything's got its own different side effects. So I'm curious.
Up until recently, I knew the exact answer, but I would say there's 2 that were really tough. That was 4. I don't know. It's late.
Yeah.
So Spam and fudge. Those were
you told us Spam last time, I think, because the fingers.
So I did 9 pounds of Spam in 8 minutes, which is a decent amount of sodium, amongst other things.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like a Spam musubi, I'm a fan of. I do like that, but this was just raw spam out of the can. It's Spamorama. But that one was very rough for a few days, just the sodium levels to recover from. It was also rough to crush a world record and lose by 1 can. That was slightly painful.
Oh God.
Jeez, man.
But then I did 9 and 9.5 or 9 3/8 pounds of fudge in 8 minutes at Uranus Fudge Factory a few months ago. And great people, awesome
Hell of a name.
contest. I had so much fun posting about that contest, and they're such cool people. Like everybody knows the best fudge comes from Uranus.
That's
You
right.
you can go there and
That's
get your nuts grabbed and your fudge packed. So everybody check out Uranus Fudge Factory.
There you go.
That's
But
hilarious.
that was so much sugar, and during the contest they used coffee to kind of the bitterness to offset the sweet. And I consumed about 3/4 of a gallon of coffee along with 9.5
Good
pounds of
God.
fudge. So my body didn't know whether to hibernate or wake up or digest or pass the coffee. So it was in a very confused state for a period of time.
Oh man.
Driving across St. Robert, Missouri, not the most populated area, kind of a long drive. But that was those two were both very rough. Very fun contest, very good sponsors. Everybody check out Uranus. Fun stuff.
I'm jealous of
That's all
I'm
right.
jealous of the poops you get to take, man. I love a good morning grumper. I love a good morning grumper.
That much fudge and coffee, that was
I
not
said some.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily mean the
some.
fudge
Yeah,
one.
that
I'm
was
talking
not.
the solid poo. Like
Yeah.
after the hot dogs, like I'd love a good
There's some
3-pound roper
solid.
that
They did
morning.
I didn't get to do it, but they did a kale contest. Could you imagine how
Oh,
solid?
no.
You'd probably feel so clean. I bet your eyes are brighter, like your skin's probably
Now
clear.
carrot,
Yeah.
yeah. If you had a carrot eating contest, your eye color would probably change.
You got X-ray vision after
You'd have
that.
you'd be like fucking like Storm and
Superman and
X-Men,
shit.
like what Ace taking on like like
Look,
mowing people down with
you
laser
look all
eyes. and shit.
tan from the beta carotene and all that.
All right, you heard it here first. Dude Network's gonna hold a carrot eating. I want houses to burn.
Oh
If you had,
man.
hey Nick, if you had to have a superpower, what would it be?
Oh God.
Why
I
not?
want to be invisible.
Ooh,
Mm.
Mr. Antisocial.
Yeah, no, I think some of it would be that, and then I think
Golden Throne.
invisibility or flight, like one of those would be really cool. Yeah, one of those.
I wish I could eat whatever the hell I wanted and not gain a pound, dude. Like
That would be,
I wish because I love food. I wish I could just endless eat. Just eat. Like, oh, it looks really delicious. Eat it. And just
it's a gift and a curse to an extent, because I guess I'm the
But if you weren't going to put on weight, if you had if it came with like whatever you went out and you stayed the same.
But the thing is, it's got to be free too, because you have to buy all this food.
All right.
It's like when
I
I go
don't
to
know, man. I would just have to go out and kill a couple more deer. I'm just saying.
That's a big.
I live
benefit,
off
'cause
the land. I'd just be out to wrestling some channel cats out there with my hands. Stick my
That's
hands
true.
up, noodling and shit, just pulling out fish.
Shit.
That's a good point. Yeah, because like when I go to like
thought
a
about
fair,
this, Nick. I'm ready. I am ready.
when I go to a fair and everyone's like, "Oh, I wish I could try all the foods like you do." Like, yeah, until I spend like $275 on food at
I'm
fair.
thinking like all the buffet lines, bro. Red Lobster, all you can
Mm.
eat shrimp, all you can eat fish Fridays. Like, there's places that I am ready to take on.
Oh no, Eduardo, I can't have a TV in the bathroom, even with my phone. There are times when like I go to stand up and my legs are asleep and I just almost fall forward. I'm like, oh shit, I've been here too long.
Bro, I would camp. My elbows, like there'd be permanent elbow marks, dimples in my thighs. Nick. My last question, I'll let Damon ask one. We'll get you out of here. What's your favorite food eating competition that's not the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
Ding.
Actually, possibly. I guess I'll throw out Buffalo Wing Fest. Huge fan of Buffalo Wing Fest. Drew and the whole team, they do an awesome job up there. It's held at Highmark, well, like right actually on the field where the Bills play. The people from Buffalo are really cool. Just another real, even though it's, I guess, people, I don't know if people consider Buffalo a big city or whatever because it's got a football stadium, but like real working class town, seemingly, and I mean that in a good way. Everyone's super nice, super chill. Super welcoming to me. The food is great to eat. We're there for a few days. And yeah, I really like if it didn't snow in Buffalo, I guess it wouldn't be Buffalo, but I really like it up there.
Oh, yeah.
I want the Buffalo snow. I love feet snow. I love watching it snow all day. Man.
Nah, you keep that. You
I like
keep that.
I like watching it snow if it would disappear.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you stay inside those days, boys. You get yourself
No, man.
prepared.
That thing gets like 6, 7 feet. Nah, we're good.
It'll melt. It melts. It always melts.
No, yeah, 4 days later.
Sometimes 4 months, and that's okay.
Yes, that too.
Oh, he doesn't have a little shovel workout, Damon.
Nah, that's why I'm gonna stay right here in the South, man. We ain't got to worry about all that snow.
He says that. He'd be the one out there doing snow angels, like, oh my God, snow! Look at it! Look at it! Look at
We
it!
have to make ice angels down here. We don't get snow.
Yeah. You make slush. Like,
Yeah, we make
roll around in
you
roll out there, roll around in the flurries out there.
Yeah,
Look what I made! Look what I made! Hey everybody! June 6th, Parma, Ohio. All my Cleveland people, let's show up. Let's boo Sir Yacht. Let's cheer Nick on to victory. I'm down for it. And if James Webb's not going to be up there, is he?
No.
That dude's been on a tear.
James is a good eater.
He's been on a really good year. But it all comes to an end at Nathan's Hot Dog on July 4th as the mustard belt and the pink belt are coming down to Tampa, Florida. Joey Chestnut, you suck. We're coming for you. I'm in your head. I own real estate. It is cheap, sir. It is real cheap. Like oceanfront property in Arizona. Sucks. Just like your eating skills. You're getting old. You're washed up. Time for new blood to come in and take over. I'm ready. All right, Nick, seriously. Looking forward to meeting you in person. June 6th. We'll be there. I got a Canadian with me. We're going to show him how to be an American. It's going to be all good.
Good luck.
So it's going to be real fun. But seriously, best of luck. Thank you so much for coming on here again, man. We have a lot of fun here with you. It gets really conversational, but that's what we go for here on the Dude Network. To the man that's about to eat 55 to 65 hot dogs, no less, or it's a big failure on June 6th. Dudettes, Nick Wehry. Thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys.
There it is.
Yeah.
That boy getting good.
Hang on. There we go. I'm good now.
Perfect.
All right, Nick. Good luck, man. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, man. Good luck, man. Yes, sir.
All right. Love that guy.
Good, great dude, man. Awesome. Hey, I was gonna say, man,
got a giveaway.
Yeah, it looks like he cut weight since last time for sure.
I don't know how much weight he had to cut, man. He's already.
I mean, it looks like he's cut a lot to me.
Cut a lot.
Well, I say a lot. I mean, when you small like that cat, man, he's 10 pounds can look like a lot.
I know, and that's what I love about him, man, because he knows like he doesn't have the frame, he doesn't have the torso, he doesn't have the space, but he's still out there fourth in the world, man.
Yeah, he's kicking butt, man, taking names.
Love that we have him as part of the Dude Network for sure. Looking forward to meeting him here too. I'm seriously cheering him on to an absolute victory. Speaking of victory, someone's about to have sweet tasting victory with some MST sauces there. Let's go ahead and spin it. I know there's some people that have entered that have been waiting long enough. Let's see.
They've been chomping at the bit.
I know.
They enjoyed a good show, though. They enjoyed a good show.
Nick Wehry on. I was saying, Nick Wehry, he's got to wait.
That's right. So, hey, without a doubt, here we go.
All right. Let's do this thing.
Who is it?
Oh, we've got to announce tomorrow night, too, along the way.
I was gonna. Eduardo.
Hey! He hasn't got to try MST yet. That's awesome.
There it is.
Congrats, Eduardo. Congratulations, sir.
Cool,
Pick out three things you want. Let me know. You know the drill by now. Get at me in the Instagrams. and we'll get that sent out to you.
For sure.
I guess big announcement that we forgot to announce at the start of the show.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna
Y'all
let it play
wanted an
out.
after party show. We have decided to do that. We really fell in love with pre-recording another foodie show on Sunday. Sunday's a
Mhm.
live show, and we knew that. But for the 3-4 weeks that John Z was locked up at work and not able to do it, we had to do both on Friday. We found out we really just enjoyed just BSing, and no offense to everybody, but no comments. We could just focus on our conversation, have a good time. We were an hour and a half into the garage beer cervezas, and we really wanted to piece this thing together from Thursday to Sunday. We want to provide something for you every single night. So the after party, we don't know what the hell the name of it's going to be yet, but the after party show will be on Saturday nights. It'll be
Yeah,
tape
it is.
delayed. So we will have a podcast for you. We hope to always be in the comments, and sometimes we're not, but it's there for you to watch whenever it's convenient for you.
Yep.
We know Friday nights, the live, the giveaways, you kind of have to set your time up. We do these tape delayed shows, not so you watch them as they premiere live, but just something for you to consume when you have some downtime, you need some extra content. We know some of you have really wanted us to make more, and we're really, really flattered by that. We wish you had more better people in life to entertain you, but we'll take that responsibility and do the best we can. So
Right.
we do have this Saturday night show coming up. Damon, real excited about this.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I know one of the big pushes is I say pushers, but the one that's been making the comments about it is Eduardo. So basically, yes, sir, you are getting a dudes after party show. This is how it's
It
gonna be.
so just know that it's always going to be recorded
Yep,
the after party after Friday.
that's right.
That's the premise of the show. You're just not going to be able to watch till Saturday, so we have a show to put on Saturday. It really helps us out because sometimes we're waiting to say goodnight to the wife, the kids, and all that stuff. So this lets us do our show Friday, take a little quick 2 minute, 3 minute siesta, whatever we need, and then
Hmm.
record our show. Real excited about it. So with that being said, we got our show to record for you guys.
But in saying that though, so now that means we got two shows on Thursday, show on Friday, show on Saturday, show on Sunday.
Boom.
But if you add it all together, that's 5 shows right there.
We're getting there for you, folks.
So
We're
hang
trying.
with us. Hang with us. That's all we're asking.
Yeah.
It's
Hang with
coming.
us. But you know what? Hang with us and help us freaking out. We're doing what we can to get it out there. Be a friend, tell a friend. Look, we got 5 shows here for you guys. Plenty of content. We're giving you guys 7-8 hours a week to consume and hang out with. So let's do it. It's organic, just like Eduardo said.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm excited. You guys have a great weekend, a great night. We
Absolutely.
appreciate all of
Appreciate
you.
everybody
Congrats
for
again to
sure.
Eduardo. Good luck to Nick. Good luck to all the
Yep.
competitors. Really looking forward to that. Wish everybody was going to be up here for it for sure.
Yeah. I'm jealous, but it's all good.
Well, you can still make it. There's enough time.
Well, I mean, it's only 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
Mm.
Chip would be shocked, dude. He'd be so jacked, dude.
See?
See, we're putting it out there.
Hey,
Manifest in the universe.
there it is.
All right, everybody, have a good weekend. Be a friend, tell a friend, do something nice for somebody you didn't do nice for lately.
Yep.
Let's help somebody out. Let's change the mental state of this country, one dude and dude at a time. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Free Johnsy.
Let's frickin' go.